In this video, I'll show you how to treat surface level mold like you can see here on my wall. Surface level mold tends to happen slowly and from internal sources. So on this wall, for example, I believe it's caused by hanging towels on the back of the door and having the door open a lot of the time. This causing the moisture buildup in that area. I'll also show you a couple of examples that I think might be external. So to get started, you'll need some rubber gloves, some mold spray and a face mask. The best masks are these FFP3 rated ones, as these stop smaller particulates than lesser rated masks. The spray I'm using is by HG, which, having tried many other brands, is the one that I recommend in terms of its effectiveness, but bottles can drip down onto your hands when you spray, so that's why you should also wear some rubber gloves to avoid getting those harsh chemicals on your skin. You'll also see later in the video that when I was spraying a large area above my head, that I flinched from getting some of the mist in my eyes. So I'd also recommend wearing some kind of safety goggles like these. Before spraying, you should open the window to give the room good ventilation. Then, once you're ready to go, you can start spraying the area from top to bottom. It's also good to check the whole room, especially the hard to see areas, and see if there's any mold anywhere else that will also need spraying, like this hard to spot area that's under a shelf next to the floor. I also found some stains that look like mold in a different room, and I found that spraying this made the stains disappear almost immediately. Look at that. Just turning back to white straight away. The instructions for this brand of spray say to leave it for 30 minutes after spraying and then wipe it down with a damp sponge to remove the chemicals. Or you can reapply it after 30 minutes if mold is still visible, and then leave it for another 30 minutes before wiping it down. Now, I had to run errands while I filmed this, so I did leave it for about half a day, but as you can see, it has removed all the mold stains, and the only thing left to do is to wipe it down with that damp sponge. Luckily for me, this didn't cause much of the paint to come off the wall, so it technically doesn't need to be repainted and the wall still looks as good as it should. But if your area does need a new coat of paint, or you want to help prevent it coming back, you can use a tin of mold prevention paint like this. And of course, you need to wait a day or so after wiping the area down to ensure that it's nice and dry before you apply the paint. However, if you do have an underlying cause, such as an external crack somewhere that's trapping moisture in your house, then it will keep coming back. So if you're only doing a small area of mold, then try this HD mold spray with the option to repaint it with a mold protect paint afterwards. But if the mold comes back very quickly, say within a matter of weeks or months, then you probably have some underlying issue that you need to sort out. Likewise, if you have more than just surface level mold to begin with, say it's covering the whole wall and it's all damp, then it's best to get that addressed with a professional. But if it only comes back after a year or more, then you could simply repeat the process shown in this video, and using that mold prevention paint may also help reduce the chance or extent of it coming back in future. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. If you've got any tips, you can leave them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more how-to videos.